While this may not be the greatest of fights, it certainly is a definite indication of a man's tactical genius, and Flannigan has it this evening to avoid any trouble in here with the featherweight champion. Ninth round in the Detroit Olympia between Sandy Sadler, they're right over our Pabst Blue Ribbon microphone, and Del Flannigan. Sadler in the white trunks, Flannigan in the black trunks. The crowd doesn't like all the roughing tactics that are going on, and of course experience stands in good stead for Sandy Sadler in this particular being. Half a minute to go of the ninth round. This has been Flannigan's best round. He has scored repeatedly and often, still dancing away, however. There's a lot to discuss as the ninth round ends in this bout between Sandy Sadler and Del Flannigan. It's been a will-o'-the-wisp runaway, hit and clutch, grab, elbows, arms, bumping heads, and all the cute little tricks that lend themselves to aggravation, as particularly tonight the champ doesn't like being spun around the way Del Flannigan has been doing it. Say, my friend, how long's it been since you've tasted a real glass of real old-fashioned ale? Well, it's ale time again, so how about right now? Buzzer, 10th and final round. When the bell sounds, we'll admit Pabst Blue Ribbon mighty happy to bring it to you tonight. Sandy Sadler at the Detroit Olympia and Del Flannigan. Two minutes to go, 10th and final round. Well, it's a peculiar exhibition, and certainly not one becoming, let us say, a championship encounter, since there is a champion in the ring. But I want you to know Sandy is rip-roaring mad now. That mouse I detected before on Sandy's eye is not a mouse, it's just the way the eyelid is made. When I mean made. One minute to go, 10th and final round here at the Detroit Olympia. Sandy Sadler in the white trunks, Del Flannigan in the black trunks. been an interesting, if unspectacular bout. Half a minute to go, 10th and final round. If you didn't see that, Flannigan landed a beautiful right straight on the button. Then they clinched. He has partially closed Sadler's left eye. I think I was right. The crowd is standing up. Flannigan came strong the last 3 rounds, and there's the end of the bout. Sadler and Flannigan. Now we'll wait just upon the decision as the cards are selected by Dave Walsh from referee Clarence Rosen and the judges Andy Brown and Bill Appleton. And after these cards are inspected by the members of the Michigan Boxing Commission, of which Floyd Stevens is the chairman, Bill Matney, the Detroit commissioner, and Lou Searle, the secretary, why, we'll have the decision. And while we're waiting for the decision, don't forget, next Wednesday night at the Chicago Stadium, Pabst Blue Ribbon will bring you another of these regular Blue Ribbon bouts. Next Wednesday's main event should turn into a real Pier 6 brawl when Vern Mitchell of Detroit clashes with Bob Satterfield of Chicago in a 10-round heavyweight battle. Now, we're just reminding you about next week's bout. I'd like to have you make Wednesday and every Wednesday your Pabst Blue Ribbon Fight Night on television. Now, just wait until we get the decision. The cards have been collected. You see all the activity in this section of the ring. Everyone's most interested in exactly what the decision is going to be, so consequently they're coming around now to move into where we are located here at ringside. So the jibes and the jeers and the boos and the cross-current of conversation and opinion go up. We're waiting now on Dave Walsh to move out into this ring. I wish he would. I guess this was going to be, and let me say it as long as they're taking the time, conceivably a split decision. It was rather wide as far as the scorecard here was concerned, but that spurt in the last 3 rounds or more by Flannigan makes this appreciably very close. We should have a very close point decision, and in this state, it's all by points, not by rounds as we know it back in New York City. So the points totaling 50 a round will go 55 to 45 in a case like that, or 56 to 44. And I would presume right now that this is going to be a very close decision, although from the round charts and my own score chart, I would have to make it a bit one way. But I conceivably can see from the point system how close this decision could be. And, of course, it's indicated by the length of time it takes for Dave Walsh to come to the microphone. And now here he is, and the crowd will wait with anticipation as Dave Walsh again inspects the cards. All right, Dave.
Your attention, please. Judge Andy Brown scores 52 points for Flannigan, 48 for Sadler. Judge
Well, this is one of those nights. At least we know that Andy Brown scored 52 points for Flannigan. Now, 50 points will determine a draw. 52 determines that that man has won that portion of the fight from that judge.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Now, this is a close fight. We want to have your attention, and we want you to be fair. Judge Bill Appleton scores 54 points for Flannigan, 46 for Sadler. Referee Clarence Rosen scores 51 points for Flannigan, 49 for Sadler. The winner, Flannigan.
Well, the winner of this fight tonight, Del Flannigan, undefeated now in 50 contests. All the points were by Andy Brown, 52, Bill Appleton, 50.